there, my name is Vicky Cook and I'm super excited to be here live with you today. So, do you want unshakable self-esteem? Like, I really want an answer to that question, so drop it in the comments below. I probably already know the answer, but I want you to answer it anyway, okay? I can give you 3 tips on how to have unshakable self-confidence and self-esteem going into 2021, okay? And make sure you stay till the end because I have something really exciting for you as well. Okay, so number 1 is make self-esteem unconditional, okay? Your self-esteem is not based on anything outside of you. It's not based on the job you have. It's not based on how much you weigh. It's not based on, quote unquote, how successful you are. It's not based on, God forbid, someone else's opinion of you. Let's just get rid of that one right now, okay? It comes from within you. Self-worth and everybody has, a level of self-worth that is within them, okay? And sometimes we kind of think we have to find our self-worth. That is not true at all. We don't find our self-worth because it's already in us. We realize our self-worth, okay? And so make sure that your self-esteem is not based on anything outside of yourself. How much money you have, the car you drive, anything that can be taken away, you should not base your self-esteem on, okay? So make sure that no matter what, you always know your value, you know your worth, that you always know that you're a special, amazing, beautiful person, no matter whether you have the things in life that you want to have or not, okay? So make sure that number 1, your self-esteem is unconditional and it comes from within you and that you always realize that, okay? So number 2 is something that I'm kind of only really learning to deal with now is quiet your inner critic. Like, everybody has one, okay? No matter what. My TV's just gone off, that's why the lights just got off. Hang on. Okay. Oh, I was on a roll there. Quiet your inner critic. Everybody has one. Even the most successful person in the world, like your mentor, the person that you really look up to, they have an inner critic. Like, if you are breathing, you have an inner critic. But the good news is you don't have to let that negative inner voice get the better of you, okay? You can learn how to manage it. It's never going away. It's never gonna not be there, but you get to decide how much control it has over you, okay? So, something we all do is, we beat ourselves up. Maybe we, set goals or good intentions at the beginning of the week, but maybe then something happens and by Friday we're like, what happened to the week? I did not get anything done that I wanted to. And we kind of go into that negative spiral of, well, I didn't, like, if you're building a business, I didn't, talk to my customers as much as I should have, or I didn't go live when I said I would, I didn't, hit any of my goals, I got in a funk and I let my mind get the best of me, right? Well, doing that, even though I include myself in it, it is a giant waste of time, okay? You don't help anybody, you don't serve anyone by beating yourself up, okay? It is just the biggest waste of time. What my mentor always likes to say is, if you really want to beat yourself up, schedule it. Maybe from 2:15 to 2:30, that's your beating yourself up time, and for the rest of the day you're only allowed to think positive, okay? It's like death to your self-esteem. It's just one of the worst things you can do. It's like, I always say, like, comparing yourself to somebody else is also the death of your self-esteem, but beating yourself up for the stuff you didn't do, it's just, it doesn't move you forward. It doesn't get you any closer to your goals than you were before. The only thing you can do is, if you have a week or a month or even a year that does not go the way you planned at the beginning, that's okay. We're all human. Nothing in our life is going to go the way we want it to. No matter how much we plan and organize, nothing will 100% of the time go our way, the way we want it to. So all you can do is focus on what did go right and celebrate that, okay? I'm not saying that you shouldn't look at the things that, you know, went wrong. You know, reflection and reviewing things is really important, but just don't get stuck there. Like, think about, okay, I didn't do as well this week or today, or however you know, review your week, however you plan it, you know, just think, okay, well, I'm going to do better next week, because next week I want to feel awesome and I don't want to be beating myself up, okay? Number 3 is have an attitude of gratitude. Now, this is something that, I'll be honest, I haven't been like the best. I haven't been the most grateful person lately. Okay, that's not intentional. I've just allowed myself to get into that negative funk of like, you know, I'm not where I want to be. Okay, you know, I've been like a bit of like, woe is me, you know, pity party, right? So, you know, this is something that is really important, even though I haven't had this attitude as much as I should have, okay? But yeah, grateful people do tend to have more self-esteem, because when you're grateful, it automatically makes you more loving to others and yourself. You know, you're kinder to other people and yourself when you're in that state of gratitude. When you're in a state of like finding fault and thinking that everything's wrong, you're not a very nice person to be around, because no one wants to be around like the negative Nelly that is like picking fault at themselves or somebody else. So when you're grateful, it automatically amplifies the good feelings. You feel better about yourself. You feel better about other people. You automatically see the good in them, because like, you know, when you're grateful, you know, you automatically, you know, see the good in situations. This is something that, you know, should be a daily habit. You know, find at least 3 things a day to be grateful for. And then if you get good at this, if you get good at finding at least 3 things a day to be grateful for, when you do hit hard times, which we all, you know, will at some point, you know, we're in some right now, aren't we? Hello. You will automatically, if your brain is already trained to see, you know, the good, you will have an easier time finding the good in negative situations, versus someone who isn't grateful and doesn't see the good in anything when negative times hit them too. They're probably more likely to see what's going wrong. And if you are trained to see, you know, if you are trained to be grateful, you're probably going to have an easier time of seeing things, you know, of finding the good in that situation. Okay? And so, yeah, I hope that was helpful to you. So if you are really, really serious about, you know, having unshakable self-esteem going into 2021 and beyond, you are going to want to get your hands on my 7 bonus tips. I literally saved the best tips for last. If you really, really are serious about wanting to really amp up your self-esteem, your self-confidence, charging after your goals in 2021, you are really going to want these 7 tips. I'm so excited about them. At some point, I may even have them available for download or purchase, but for now, I want to give them to you for absolutely free. There is no email required, okay? There's no like landing page. All you have to do, if you want these 7 tips, which if you're serious about your self-esteem, I know that you do, drop the word tips into the comments and I will send them to your messenger for absolutely free. Okay, so I hope you got value from this video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you.